Hi, hello, welcome back. My name is Devraj, and today I want to talk a little bit more about meaning. It's kind of one of the topics that, on a more kind of, intellectual level has been going through my mind a bit, especially since the whole COVID drama started with lockdowns and all of that back in March 2020. And, in some of the channels that I tune into, I often hear people talking about stuff like the war on sense making or the meaning crisis that is going on. And, what they're referring to is just kind of how difficult it has become these days to necessarily really establish in your own mind, what is happening, what is really happening. And I made a video a couple of months ago talking about how you don't necessarily need to understand the outside, provided you're working with your body, doing something like bioenergetics, and you can feel your body more, because your inner world, your inner sensory world is much richer, and this can make up for the fact that you might not know what's going on in the outside world very much, and that it doesn't necessarily need to cause you undue anxiety. And I want to go a little bit, maybe a little stage further today with that. And the bottom line is something I've really noticed and discovered, talking about meaning with people, thinking about sense making and this kind of stuff, is like, the more presence that I have in the moment, the more I can really be present with myself, with my environment and what's happening, as opposed to lost in kind of narratives, the less I need some kind of meaning from my thinking mind. I've noticed this. It's really, really clear. I can be in a bit of confusion and anxiety and what's going on. And if I just make myself really, really present in the space, wherever I am in that moment, that anxiety starts to dissipate. It starts to go away. And I have to be a bit watchful, not just to kind of, drop it very quickly, the presence, and then just go straight back into the anxiety. But nevertheless, I find it quite reassuring to know that there is a relationship between how much meaning you need to get from your thinking mind and what's going on inside of you. What's going on inside of you at a level of how present can you be? How present can you be? So I just wanted to make this little video because if you are getting freaked out by what's going on, or maybe you believed in it all to start with and now your mind is starting to worry about things, or whatever, you do have the option to create more awareness inside. Just working with something like the bow and the arch on a daily basis, slowly your whole body starts to open at a muscular level. You let go of a lot of the old holding patterns that are created by your childhood, and you start to feel more inside, and you have this space of safety within you that you can always come back to if you need it. And it enables you to be much more grounded. It enables you to be much more present and functional. One of the ways I see what's going on is that it's quite likely that people like me were called upon to kind of support people a lot going through this. And maybe it's just starting. Maybe in another year it's really still going and kicking in. And the world will need people who are grounded and present, no matter what role they have, no matter how old they are, no matter where they live. It will need people who are grounded and present, who can take intelligent action that's not just coming from the reactivity of the mind, and who are not controlled by a need to understand everything all the time. Okay, cool. I hope you found this video useful. Do feel free to like and subscribe and all that stuff. And do check out my website sometime. I've got a great, if you really want to get into bioenergetics, 52-week course called The Journey, and also a book on the subject. Okay, bye for now, and I'll speak to you again soon.